I think Inter Miami do have a problem. After a brilliant regular season with a record-breaking highest amount of points in MLS ever, but then shockingly crashing in the playoffs against Atlanta, you would think Inter Miami would add a few quality players and go again. But in reality, they changed coaches, swapping experience with the Tata Martino to hypothetical, fresh ideas, or possibly a good relationship with Lionel Messi, Javier Mascherano. But it wasn't just that. They decided to let go of a young and pretty capable striker, Leonardo Campana. And there is no denying that Luis Suarez is a much bigger name in the world of football, and Campana didn't exactly score many goals. It was like 9 goals plus 2 assists in 2024 season. But Campana was a very good option from the bench and could be used as a bigger forward in certain matches. So now if you look at the current squad, there's only one striker other than Luis Suarez, and it's an 18-year-old Alan Obando from Barcelona Academy apparently. He scored 1 goal in 3 games so far, which isn't bad at all, but the problem here is that Inter Miami just don't really have a lot of attacking options. I mean, they can use Messi there together with Suarez or just Messi alone if Suarez is unavailable. And another problem is midfield. In addition to Sergio Busquets, last season Inter Miami had Matias Rojas, Diego Gomez, as well as Julian Gressel. With Rojas and Gomez's departures, I can understand, as the club made money on those transfers, especially in case with Gomez, who moved to Premier League's Brighton, but in case with Gressel, I just don't get it. He signed for 3+1 seasons, performed quite well, making a decent number of assists and overall making a midfield and attack more structured, but then Miami just stopped playing him this season, and he moves to another MLS club, Minnesota, with no compensation other than his salary as far as I understand it. Like, why? One possible explanation could be that they wanted to bring in younger players and decrease number of older ones, but that argument collapses as soon as you look at the transfer of Fafa Piku, who is 34 years old, although he's a good player and already scored 3 goals in 7 MLS games. Last season, Inter Miami were dangerous on the wings, and Robert Taylor was an influence. With a decent number of assists and goals in different tournaments, the man reached 100 club appearances and, together with goalkeeper calendar, became the first player to achieve that with the club. And you guessed it, he was also let go to Austin FC this season. For compensation this time though. There are other problems, like defense is a little shaky still. Sometimes Busquets plays as a center back. There are injuries, and with Calendar or Aviles out, it is very noticeable. But that's beside the point. Yes, Inter Miami still have the stars, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Luis Suarez, Lionel Messi, of course, but they are not getting any younger and can't play all the games and can't be super consistent in all of the games they do play. Well, that's debatable, looking at the Messi stats, and those players are total beasts of the game, of course, yet they need support from the others. Messi can't win all the games on his own, and last season it seemed to me that the club was on track to becoming a well-structured and balanced unit, only to change quite significantly this season. Even if we look at the outdated squad in EAFC 25 here, it looks a lot more balanced to me than what it is now. There is Suarez as a sole striker with a huge support from dangerous wings with Taylor on the left and Messi on the right, and a solid midfield with Busquets in a more defensive position as usual, with Gressel and Redondo linking everything together. Maybe I just can't get used to how often MLS clubs change players, and it's just a reality of MLS football. I gotta be honest, I started paying more attention to the league not that long ago, like many others, with the arrival of Messi, but I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. Looking at the latest result against New York Red Bulls with the 4-1 win, could it be a start of a strong performance streak or just New York Red Bulls' pretty bad current form? Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for checking out this video. I appreciate it a lot. Talk soon.